often the question is, well, when am I going to be done with this struggle? When am I going to be done? Oh my God, I'm feeling this again. What is that? So a couple of people have mentioned, what is agency? What does that mean? Sovereign agency, what does that mean? And it's absolute choice and the absolute right we have of choosing our inner experience of life. So we can be in a situation that may be difficult, and we have the choice in that situation to access a different place internally. And we've seen that in people in the worst conditions, worst situations, and some people seem to be able to access something greater, something bigger. They're resourced from that accessing of energy from the unified field. And their approach and their experience of that same difficult, painful, possibly horrible time can be very, very different. Our heart in teaching this is to not take you out of the difficult things, but it is to find a new internal place, a new expanded, resourced place inside to access when you're in a difficult time. So when we're about 12, 13, 14 years old, we start to be able to discern different things in our environment. We start to be able to discern congruence in adults around us, and we can kind of see that in young people that start to look at us like, yeah, I'm not buying it. Maybe you're saying that thing, but I'm not reading it in your body, in your eyes. They start to be able to sense energy, and when energy is not lining up and it's just not true to what is shown on the outside, and we worry and we focus so much on behavior techniques, even parenting techniques, so much emphasis is on what you do, how you do it, why you do it, what kind of tone you use, what kind of posture you hold. And that's great if it lines up. It's great if it's aligned to the inner person. But if there's activation in the person, but they're putting a smile on the outside, we feel that. And at that time in our lives, we can start to explore this. So there's kind of a natural developmental time that we go through where it's basically just kind of onboard systems, instinctual systems that are kind of running the show for a while and kind of learning to adapt to our environment for the purpose of just staying safe. But we are conscious beings having an experience in this human body, the human body that, and the human mind that has these instinctual responses, and the prioritization of those during that developmental time. But as we enter into that age where we start to be able to observe what's happening in ourselves, what's happening in others, and we can tell when that's true or not. I mean, we can tell generally earlier than that, and definitely young people are impacted, but they may not be able to sort that out until they develop that ability to do that, which seems to happen around that time. So we get to this time when we start working with people, and usually they're adults, sometime into their actual adulthood part of their journey. Often the question is, well, when am I going to be done with this struggle? When am I going to be done? Oh my God, I'm feeling this again. What is that? Instead of looking for that to just be done and finished, we are able to, within ourselves and working with people, help to expand and increase their capacity and increase their ability to be in more situations and find that deep inner stillness and that access to intuitive leading.